This is an orthokeratology case where the patient is higher myope and has worn two sets of lenses now, and the refraction, especially in the right eye after lens wear, is kind of variable and quite a bit undercorrected. So this is actually the first set of lenses that the patient was wearing, and I looked at the post-wear topographies, and it looks like the patient is partially molding. There's a little bit of treatment going on centrally, but um, not it's not molding completely. I don't know the age of this patient. Sometimes older patients, past presbyopic age, will not mold as easily as younger patients. When I see that happening, usually what I do is try to reduce the OZ and the IC so that we've got less tissue that we have to move in order to get the same effect, less volume of cornea to move. So the second lenses, I noticed that the topo demand had been increased, and even though this patient is starting out with, I think, maybe a little bit of a flatter cornea for a -5, the base curves on the second set of lenses are really, really flat. And looking at the topo demand and power you have now, I really would expect this initial lens to have done fairly well. So what I would recommend is maybe going back to the initial power, or maybe a little bit higher than that, but not as high as the second set of lenses, and decreasing the OZ and IC so that there's less tissue, there's less mass that we have to mold. So right now we're at, in the right eye, 6.3 and probably 6.9. Yeah. So I would probably drop this down to about a 5.8. So we're reducing it by 0.5 millimeter in each eye. So it'll be 5.8 and 6.4. And then we can decrease the demand here. It was initially 1.76. So we'll leave that there. A little bit of variability. So I'm going to just even it out in the different meridians. Okay. The other thing I would try doing is getting a slightly better seal at the edge of the reverse curve. So maybe bringing up the lift a little bit peripherally. Oops, I meant to do that in 100% mode. And just get a nice seal off peripherally. I think you did add this into the second set of lenses, and I think that's a good move. A little bit more applanation at the end of the reverse curve sometimes helps us get a little bit more treatment. And I like a slightly thicker lens, especially for nighttime wear. So this lens is fairly similar to the first one, except we've shortened the OZ and IC and increased the sag a little bit. We've gotten the periphery of the lens to bear down a little bit more. We can do the same thing in the left eye. The power is lower for the lower prescription here, and so just reducing OZ and IC, maybe lifting the bevel a little bit and dropping the blue point down so that we get a nice seal off in the periphery where the lens lands on the cornea again. If this really doesn't improve the quality of the topography and the vision, the next thing I would do is actually switch this patient to a scleral lens, a lens that really seals off well and stays in place. Another thing that I've seen result in unusually low amounts of treatment is a lens that moves too much while the patient is sleeping and never settles into a place to mold the cornea. A scleral lens will take care of that and takes care of it quite nicely. But I would try this first and see what kind of improvement you can get with just a smaller treatment zone. So good luck with this patient. Hope this helps, and thanks for watching.